Gemini, welcome back, Gemini. This is So True You Tarot. This is going to be that intimate sexual tarot reading for the 4th week in September. So thank you so much. Thank you for all the likes, all the new subscribes, all the positive comments, guys. I appreciate it, and I read all the comments. So thank you again. We're going to get started, Gemini. We're going to see where this energy is at in this 4th week. See, we got some good positive sexual energy going on. All right, give me 1 second. Let me shuffle. Remember, it's a general reading, Gemini, so it ain't going to resonate with all the Geminis. That means it's not going to, everybody not going to feel this reading. So if you don't feel like you got a message, you're going to have to come see me next week, next month, guys, or come and get a paid personal reading. I still got people in the inbox feeling like they should just get free readings. I don't understand. Maybe I'm saying something wrong here when I say come see me. That don't mean come see me for free. Anything that you got to come to me in my email, that means that you won't have to pay for that, guys, because it's directed towards you. That's why these readings are free, because they general. So you may get a hit, you may not. All right, let's get started. Let's see what is energy at, Gemini. All right, Gemini. And remember, Gemini, I do try to put your energy towards the right of the spread. I think you can see a little bit. I'm not sure. If you can't see the spread, you're going to have to check out some of the older videos, guys, that have that I show the spread. But I do try to put your energy to the right. That person you came to the reading for towards the left. But energy is fluid. So, like I say, wherever you at, that's just where you at. So let's get started. I'm going to start with your energy, Gemini. I'm going to start with you. In Gemini, you got the 6 of Wands. So there's a Gemini here that's just taking care of home in this 4th week. You is taking care of home. This person outside, they toiling in the yard, raking up them last minute leaves before the snowfall. Or if you don't have no snow wherever you at, maybe you just got it, you in a climate where it's just sunny all year round. You still taking care of the house. Maybe you're doing some landscaping. You fixing some things up. And maybe you might be out in your garden. Or you could be out there cutting the corn. I don't know. But this person is definitely taking care of home. So there's nothing wrong with that here. The card right next to it, though, let me think that somebody got a decision to make. Maybe regarding their home. Maybe somebody thinking about purchasing a home. But this is going to be a bold decision, which is interesting because this might have something to do with your home. A bold decision regarding your home life with the 3 of Wands here. That's a bold decision, Gemini. And that may be revolved around your home. So I don't know who's feeling me on this, but somebody got a bold decision to make when it comes to the home. Maybe you're trying to purchase a new home, or you selling your house, or there's definitely a decision regarding the home, a bold decision. This decision is going to change the way things are normally laid out at the home. So you definitely got a bold decision to make. I'm going to start with this energy at the right. All right, we got the 8 of Wands, and I feel like somebody getting what they want. We getting what we want, aren't we, Gemini? In this 4th week in September, I get what I want. We put into action, because Wands are action cards. So you put into action, and now you got it. So maybe you made that bold decision for that new house that you wanted. And you're like, I'm going to get that house. I'm about to do what I need to do to get that house. And you did the thing. So now you in your new home and you just loving it. You got exactly what you want here with the 8 of Wands. So I do feel like this is speaking to somebody. So you definitely getting what you want. Gemini, I got an interruption coming. Right underneath that card, we got the Moon. So maybe this is going to take a little bit longer than you thought. Maybe the process, I don't know. This is supposed to be a sex reading, guys, but this is reading slightly different. So it might be reading for somebody in general. But this is an interruption coming with the Moon card, like things unseen. So maybe you're not getting that house that you wanted, or maybe that house, something was wrong with that house. Like, because I'm still putting this in with the house, I feel like this energy got something to do with that home life. And there's a shadow here. The Moon casts shadows. And so something might be put on hold. It's going to get interrupted. And you may not be able to get that particular house that you wanted, but whatever it is, you may not know why. It might like something happened and all of a sudden they said, you can't get this house, is off the market, or something happened here and you just not going to be able to do it. And you may not know why this happened the way it did, because the Moon don't always tell you why. Like the path may clear later on, but right now I say come back and look at this reading. I always say check this reading out into October, because then you could look back and see why there was an interruption here. All right. And maybe this got you arguing. Y'all arguing about this. This is speaking to somebody, Gemini, because We got a half argument with the Four of Swords. I feel like you could be arguing with your spouse or with your wife, husband, whoever, boyfriend, girlfriend. But there's an argument here. And the argument could be about this situation with the house, like this decision and what y'all decided to do. I don't know why I feel like the reading is leading that way, but it is. You know, it's not always about sex, even though this is a sex reading, Gemini. But there's a half argument. Like, this argument ain't going nowhere. Like, you see, you only see half of her body, Gemini. You only see the top half. Well, let me know this is a half-ass argument. It's a stalemate. You don't, there's no, like, nobody's right here. It's just what it is, all right? So whatever we arguing about in this 4th week in September, we're not really coming to no agreements in September, all right? All right, Gemini? I'm going to start with the energy on the left. Gemini, somebody tired. Now, I think I'm jumping off to a different energy here, but y'all could be tired of arguing about the same old thing too. But I do feel like somebody is sexually tired, basically because they work too much. This is the Ten of Wands. This is somebody that just work a lot. You working all them hours, and then when it come down to your sex life, you don't have no energy for the bedroom. You could barely lift her leg up. This person is always tired. That's that person that just asks you for sex, and you like, okay, babe, but then you sleep. You sleep, but by the time your head hit the pillow, you was out, Gemini. And I think your partner getting tired of you being tired, because if you always tired, they start to think that you're doing something else besides working. Right now, whoever feeling me on this person is work tired. Work tired. They do too much work, and you might have to cut that back, or you're gonna lose. I always say this, guys. You lose sometimes. You know, things sacrifice. If you're working too much, you might lose your relationship because you're not, you know, meeting the needs of your partner. Basically, yeah, you're not meeting the needs of your partner, because right under that, somebody is off balance sexually. This is the Temperance card, guys. Somebody thinking about going under the table for that sex. They like, I've been asking for sex, but you always tired. Like, and they need the sex. Not everybody needs sex, Gemini, but for this person or these people, they need the sex to balance out their life. Like, they've been going to work too. They tired too from work, but they still need sex. And if you too tired for sex, they might have to go under the table to get it. All right? Or they thinking about going under the table to get that sex. So if you the cross watcher and you know you don't want working, you want to cut them hours back. Cut them hours back, Gemini. Don't lose your relationship because you working too much, you know? Right underneath that energy, I got the Seven of Wands. Somebody got to keep a secret about you going under the table. I don't know if that's the case, but I feel like maybe somebody is going under the table here. And the reason I say that, because you got the Seven of Wands, it's like somebody asking you not to talk about this situation. Maybe you told your girlfriend or your buddy, your homeboy, and you like, dude, I got to cheat. Like, she always working or he always working, and I need sex. And now you done told him, and you like, don't tell nobody. Maybe you did. You probably did, you know, sleep with somebody else. Or maybe you did sleep with somebody else, Gemini, and you asking this person not to say nothing because maybe you feel bad about it. Now that you did it, you like, don't tell them. Don't tell nobody. I want to make it work, but I just needed sex. Like, I don't know. That's the feeling I got here, but there's a secrecy here, and somebody's asking you not to say nothing. Don't tell nobody. Keep this secret. It could also be, guys, a surprise for somebody in the month of September, in this last week. Maybe there's a surprise coming up, and they're asking you not to let nobody know about this surprise party. I'll put that on there too. It could be just a surprise energy, but I feel like this is more of a don't talk about it to nobody else. I told you a secret, and I don't need you to spread it to the whole community that I cheated or that I stepped outside of my marriage because I was needing some sex, you know? Somebody asking you not to say nothing. Gemini, don't say nothing, all right? I start with this energy at the bottom, and I got the King of Wands. This that brute king. He loud. He come into the room. He make a presence when he come into the room, Gemini. The king and queens, they rule. You know, I always say the king and queens rule, but this king right here, he take action too. You know, he get what he want as well. And if he got to take action, he got to drop that wand to get what he want, he will. You know, and he loud with it, and he brute. Probably a little strong. I always feel like there's strength with this. All the kings got strength, and the queens, but the king of wands has a little bit more strength. He might even be built up, maybe like muscular. I feel that too with the king of wands here. But I also feel like somebody is in this strong energy right now, and they're ready to take action on the situation. Like, I don't know. I'm also feeling like if somebody went to the king of wands for sex, they gonna get sex. Like, if your partner wasn't doing it and they ran across this person, they gonna get that sex that they looking for. They took action, and now they gonna get what they want, because that's what the kings do. All right, guys. Right next to that Gemini, I got the Hierophant. So Somebody want to be with somebody here, Gemini, but you don't feel, and you hear me say that again, Gemini, you don't feel like you could be with this person for whatever reason. Society don't want you to be with this person. Maybe they're in a relationship. Maybe they got a whole nother family. But there's a feeling here like you want to be with this person, but there's also outside judgment that you letting come in the way of the decision of why y'all can't be together. You know, we can't be together because nobody want to see the Pope and the nun together. I know I always say that, guys. It's not the Pope and the nun. But that's the feeling. Like, nobody want to see y'all two together, so y'all not going to be together. It don't look right. It's not a good look, you know, or people coming in like, y'all can't be together because of this or that. Whatever the reason here, there's a because. But it's because you are letting them make that decision. This is not like everybody else stopping you. You letting other people stop you from making a decision of why you can't be with this person. Or you letting that person stop you because you know that they're in a whole marriage. You got a whole family. So y'all really can't be together because, you know, that type of energy, all right? Right next to that, Gemini, I got the 9 of Swords. Okay, Gemini, you know the sex is good with this person. I said the sex is good, but watch your back in this 4th week in September. There's a lot going on here, Gemini. You may not be fully aware of a situation. You know, maybe you are sleeping with somebody that's got a whole nother family, or maybe you are cheating on your partner. I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm just saying watch your back, because I think you get caught up, Gemini, in what you're doing and you're not paying attention. Because if you look at this card, guys, with the 9 of Swords, there's a shadow coming up on your backside. But your head is all deep in the game that you just don't see this shadow coming. You're not seeing this coming. So be aware. Be aware. Don't get so caught up in what you're doing that you don't think about consequences of stuff that you're doing. And you ain't going to see it. And next thing you know, you're going to be like, I didn't even see that person come. I didn't see this situation coming at all. So now I'm giving you the heads up. Pay attention in this last week in September, okay, Gemini? So that you could see this before it come on right up on you, all right? I'm going to start with the energy at the top. All right, the Knight of Pentacles showed up. Who is this, Gemini? This is my Knight of Pentacles. He got money. The Knight of Pentacles has money, and he do not mind spending it on you. I said it. He spend it on you. He don't mind. Like, you call this person, Gemini, and they come quick, and they come with the money. They come bringing the money. And they don't care. They'll spoil you with that money. They throw money to the wind. They don't, like, money is not a big issue for this person because this person got money. So money is not an issue. What the issue could be, Gemini, is that this person can't stay with you forever. That's the issue. Because Knights, to me, I always say that, guys, they save the day Knights. They come in, they save the day, and then they go on about their life. They can't stick around for the long haul, you know. But right now, I think this person all right with that. The Knight of Pentacles show up. The Knight of Money, he show up. Y'all have a good time. Y'all might get a little sex in there. And then he going about his business. So maybe somebody that's going through this is all right. This is that person that you be like, that's my Knight. That's who I call. He got that money when I need it, you know. So it is what it is, Gemini. No judgment. You getting what you need to get out of a situation too. Right next to that, I got Justice. Somebody waiting on some justice. The scales is off balance. Somebody, they need justice in a situation. So if you was waiting on your justice to show up, whatever justice that is in this 4th week in September, you're going to get that justice because the justice card is here. And that means the scales is off balance as well as the sex is off balance, and also somebody looking for justice. They've got the scales is up. Time to, once justice comes, it's time to get some judgment right behind it. Even though the judgment card is not here, I feel like somebody's waiting on their justice in a situation. And maybe because of the last card is my 8 of Swords, and somebody is tired. They tired of a relationship that's not working anymore, Gemini. They tired of carrying a dead relationship. They tired. It's not the relationship that they thought it was, and it's a lot on their back. This person got a lot on their back, a lot on their plate, and I think they're looking for some justice. Like maybe they dealing with somebody that's just not for them, somebody that's cheating all the time, you know. And this person is like, I don't want to go on any further. This guy, he tired. He got sweat. This is that person that's just tired of whatever's going on in life, and they almost want to give up. But don't give up. Don't give up, Gemini, because this is the time when strength kick in. When you reach your weakest point, sometimes you got to kick in that extra strength to get through a situation, okay, Gemini? So this is not the time to be giving up. You know, I know you're tired, but your justice is right next to this this card. So you'll get your justice, okay? You'll get your justice from this tired relationship, from this relationship that you carrying. That's just too much. It's too much. And you about done with that. And you looking for justice. Somebody to help you because you've been doing so much for somebody else. All right, Gemini? So I hope this resonated with some of my Geminis in this 4th week in September. I'm going to probably see you guys next week if I can, or next month. All right. Thank you so much, guys.